Aloha, welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Thursday, May 8th, 2025. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. These are some of the stories that may interest you today. While the majority of his Republican colleagues and Trump acolytes are avoiding talking with their constituents, U.S. Senator Brian Schatz is doing the opposite. The senator hosted a lively telephone town hall earlier today, fielding calls from Hawaii residents on a variety of important subjects. An overwhelming 26,000 people signed up to ask questions before time ran out. If you were one of them or not, the senator is asking you to send him an email and promises to respond as soon as he and his staff are able. Go to schatz.senate.gov. No ICE, please. On Tuesday, several teachers on Maui were reportedly raided and shaken down by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement agents at a private residence housing several international teachers, mostly Filipinos working here legally. Another raid took place in Kona. Hawaii Senator Brian Schatz called the incident outrageous and a shameful abuse of power. Schatz also said that the raids are clearly designed just to instill fear. Maui Council member Rawlins-Fernandez wants to keep local lands in local hands and is doing something about it. She has introduced a bill to help residents afford public housing with legally binding deed restrictions that ensure the home ownership remains with local residents. Deed restrictions can put a cap on future resale prices and provide a commitment to owner occupancy. Council Chair Alice Lee said council members should discuss the bill further to see if it can be applied county-wide and not just to Molokai. You don't need a weather person to see which way the wind blows, at least not anymore. Now, thanks to the University of Hawaii, a real-time online dashboard provides public access to live weather data from 70 monitoring stations statewide, with a goal of adding 30 more. Hawaii's diverse geography and microclimates present unique challenges. For instance, annual rainfall in parts of Maui can vary by more than 140 inches within a single mile. This new Mesonet system will be able to provide more accurate forecasts and help with decision-making regarding emergencies and weather events. The Lahaina Community Meeting was held last night at Lahaina Intermediate School, with topics of discussion ranging from the transfer of debris from the Olowalu temporary site to Central Maui's permanent site. We heard from John Smith from the Office of Recovery, Deputy Managing Director Aaron Wade, Kono Davis from MEMA, Mahina Martin from the Mayor's Office, and others. The meeting is currently airing on Akaku Channel 53 and on the County of Maui Facebook and YouTube pages. Visitor arrivals to Maui in March of 2025 were the highest since July of last year, and according to preliminary data, represented an 86.6% recovery from the spring of 2019. Throughout the course of this March, the Valley Isle welcomed just over 235,000 visitors, which was 11% more visitors than it had last March. Visitor spending was also up. The Hawaii lifeguard drama Rescue High Surf has gone belly up on the beach in less than 1 year. Set on Oahu's North Shore, it premiered last September on Fox with strong ratings, but people stopped watching and the show has been canceled after 19 episodes. The loss of the program means the loss of hundreds of Hawaii cast and crew members and more than $33 million the show injected into Hawaii's economy. Maui went to Las Vegas to recruit Police Chief John Pelletier. And now it looks like the Honolulu Police Department is taking the same gamble. Next month, HPD will go to the 9th Island to hold in-person testing to make it easier for candidates to apply. A survey conducted last year found that HPD employees are leaving the force, citing lack of training, outdated vehicles, poor communication, and low morale as reasons. The day before Mother's Day is Children's Day at Queen Ka'ahumanu Center. Maui Matsuri will host the 23rd Annual Children's Festival this Saturday, May 10th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Center Court. The event celebrates the cultural legacy of Maui's Japanese community. The celebration continues on Saturday, May 24th, with the Maui Matsuri Japanese Festival at UH Maui College. Visit mauimatsuri.com for all of the details. The County of Maui Department of Parks and Recreation invites residents to provide input on proposed plans for the Lahaina Recreation Center and Kelawea Mauka Park playgrounds. A community meeting takes place Monday, May 12th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Lahaina Civic Center Social Hall. Visual renderings of the proposed plans will be available, and all community feedback will be reviewed and considered for inclusion in the final design of those areas. West Maui residents can drop off bulky recyclable items for free at a Go Green recycling event Saturday, May 17th. The event runs from 8 a.m. until noon at the Lahaina Civic Center and is by appointment only. Accepted items include appliances, scrap metal, electronics, tires, and cooking oil. Commercial drop-offs are not allowed. The event is hosted by Malama Maui Nui and the County of Maui. Hawaii is one of the top 10 states where Americans are dying of strokes. The Aloha State ranks number 5 with 62.5 stroke-related deaths per 100,000 residents. This is according to a study by Suzuki Law Offices. Hawaii saw 894 stroke deaths in 2023, and the study observed that geographical isolation may well be a factor, since it can increase stroke mortality risk by 24% due to delayed treatment and specialized care limitations. White smoke drifted out of the chimney at the Vatican early this morning, signaling to the world that a new pope has been elected. Robert Francis Prevost, the first American pope, has been selected by the papal conclave to take over as leader of the 1.4 billion member Roman Catholic Church. The new pontiff, who has taken the name of Leo XIV, was chosen on day 2 of the conclave. The new pope was elected just 2 weeks after the passing of 88-year-old Pope Francis. Up next, we're not done with Mexico quite yet. In this Maui Travels segment, we're going to Cabo San Lucas on the Navigator of the Seas. Then we'll meet the Princess of Genovia, who could be your next dog in our Pet of the Week.
Welcome back to Maui Travels. Gianna and I are cruising to Mexico. We are in Cabo San Lucas.
Today we are heading to Cabo, and we booked an excursion where we're going on a sailboat and doing some sightseeing, and then we are going to anchor at a cove, and we're going to do some water sports.
We stepped off the boat onto a floating pier and stepped onto a tender ship that brought us ashore. We got to see great views of the ship from the outside.
There's an open bar, and they said the alcohol is ready for us, so we are ready.
We got down to the pier to see the sea lions and hopped aboard the Cabo Adventures. Cabo San Lucas is a resort city on the southern tip of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula. Past the marina is Playa del Amor, Lover's Beach. The prominent sea cliffs in Cabo are known as El Arco, or Spanish for the Arch. The arch is made out of granite rock, and it is very iconic and now a tourist destination. And it marks the southern tip of Baja California, where the Pacific Ocean meets the Sea of Cortez. Rated as one of Mexico's top tourist destinations, Cabo San Lucas is known for its beaches, scuba diving. The Los Cabos corridor has become heavily trafficked vacation destinations for tourists, with numerous resorts and timeshares along the coast. The waters around Cabo are home to a variety of marine life, including rays, sharks, and mahi-mahi, and striped marlin, very similar to Hawaii. Speaking of Maui, we saw some humpback whales, and they said hello. We then anchored in a little bay and got off to swim and do water sports.
Drink update, Austin just took a tequila shot and I have my second margarita, so we are about 3 drinks in.
We then got back on the boat and watched a beautiful sunset. That's it for this video. We'll see you on the next video when we head to Mazatlan.
Aloha Kako. Princess of Genovia is Maui Humane Society's Pet of the Week. A year ago, Princess was hit by a car and came to Maui Humane Society for care. She had a fractured spine and hip. Thanks to Maui Humane Society's veterinary team and the love of her incredible foster family, she has made a beautiful recovery. Princess has been living with her foster family for almost a whole year, and they say that she is playful, potty trained, and full of personality. She adores chewy toys, sniffing for bugs, and giving kissy facials. Princess might be shy when you first meet, but she warms up quickly and will be your most loyal companion. She has come such a long way, and now she is ready to find her forever home. She is ready to be the princess of your ohana. Will you be her happily ever after? Your new best friend is waiting for you at Maui Humane Society. And thanks to the Bissell Pet Foundation, adoption fees are waived or reduced all month long. Dogs and cats 6 months and older, plus small animals, can be adopted for $0, while kittens are just $50. If you're visiting Maui, you can even arrange off-island adoptions. Help us empty the shelters. Visit mauihumanesociety.org/adopt to see your adoptable pets, or come by the shelter today to meet your future companion. Kitten season is here. Want to help? Become a kitten foster. We are experiencing an increased influx of kittens coming into the shelter every single day, and we desperately need fosters. As a foster, you will help us create critical space in our shelter for our community's sick and injured animals, while you care for adorable orphan kittens at home. Maui Humane Society will provide all food, supplies, and training. You can choose to bottle feed our most fragile felines, or help older kittens gain weight and learn important social skills before adoption. MHS offers training and resources for anyone interested. Sign up to become a kitten foster at mauihumanesociety.org/foster.
And that's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku, channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app, Maui Stream. And if you're on the road, you can listen to TMDR in your car on KAKU 88.5 FM between 7 and 8 p.m. This is how we stay connected. I'm Chibo Ching Johnson. Have a wonderful Thursday night. Be happy, stay healthy, and keep smiling. Aloha.